beefcakes. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about my experience going from a 250cc, I had a Ninja 250, to a 1200cc bike, and that is my 2001 Bandit 1200. And whether or not it's a good idea, maybe if you have a 250, I'm just assuming, so for the sake of this video, I know there's a lot of beginners out there who start out on a 250. Let's say that you're looking to upgrade to your next bike and you're not really thinking like 600, 750, that's not your cup of tea. So the next step up from that is gonna be your leader bikes. So you're probably watching this video thinking, I wanna get a 1000cc bike for my next bike, and I've been riding my 250 around for a little while and I feel very comfortable and I think I can handle the bigger engine, the massive increase in power. And I'll tell you honestly that I do not recommend it. Highly not recommended. If you have the ability to get yourself a 600 or even a 750, maybe a 650, then do that instead. Because this bike is going to get you into way more trouble than you want to get into. It's going to put you in situations that you're not yet ready to handle, and at a speed you are not yet able to control. My 1200 goes so fast, so quickly, that before I know it, honestly, there are times where I'm going into a turn and I have to quickly downshift or emergency brake because I'm just going too fast and I panic. What a lot of people do is they consider the amount of time that you've had your bike as experience. Like, oh, I've had 6 months experience, I've had a year, I've had 2 years. And that's not really that's not a good way to count the time that you've been on your bike. That has nothing to do with your experience. When you move up to your second bike, first thing you want is for your riding to be second nature. You want to know how to emergency stop, how to do all that. You don't even have to think about it. You don't have to think like, oh, do I shift now? Do I shift then? Wait, am I shifting too late? All of that should be drilled into your brain. You should know that by instinct. That was second gear on a 1200. I could have easily kept going, but I don't really like to put myself in too much danger. I'll be honest, this bike scares the shit out of me. When I first test rode this bike, I honestly thought I would die. That if I bought this bike, I would absolutely die. When I went to check it out the first time, the guy asked me if I wanted to test ride it. I took it up the street, got to third gear, and was basically shitting my pants at the stoplight. I came up to a stoplight and I thought, oh my god, I'm gonna die. If I honestly wished just a little bit that he would say no, because I was terrified of this bike. Riding a bike of this size requires a lot of restraint and respect. It requires a lot of discipline. And if you don't have that, if you have that aggression that you're ready to ride and you want to rip the throttle, so my honest recommendation for you guys, because I want you all to be safe, is to move up to that middleweight. So you're going from your lightweight, you had your little puppy, okay, you had your little 250, and it's an adorable puppy, and you love it, and you take care of it, and you learn a lot from it. So you graduate to your 600, you're done with the puppy, you had enough playtime, now it's a big dog, and that's the one that's gonna be well trained, and you can play a little bit harder with that one. The big dog you don't gotta worry about so much as the puppy. You've already got that down. But the leader class bikes, you're looking at a bloodthirsty werewolf. This thing wants to howl at the moon and rip your throat out. And once you get bitten, there is no turning back. There is absolutely no forgiving with this bike. If you're going too fast and you fuck up, you fuck up. One of my scariest moments, it was probably a week after I got the bike. I was heading up to Sacramento to visit a buddy, and I took an exit, and the exit was a super sharp, like it was a total curve, and there was a car on my right, and I couldn't get over, and the car was going the same speed as me. So I either would have had to slow down or speed up and get in front of him. So of course, having a big fucking fast bike, I speed up and get in front of the dude. But that put my exit speed way too fucking fast. So next thing I know, I'm staring right at the curve and looking at the grass that just goes right over to another part of the freeway where you can hop on the freeway, and I'm just like, holy shit, there's no fucking way I'm gonna be able to swing this bike hard enough to make this turn. But my instinct kicked in, so the first thing I did is I went for the clutch and the brake. Now immediately I panicked. I was stopping. But as I saw that I was gonna go right into the grass, I basically fixated onto the grass, and as soon as I looked into the curve, the bike just curved off, and it saved my ass, man. But let me tell you, you don't want to be scraping up your brand new fucking leader bike off the side of the road because you couldn't make an exit because you were too eager. You had to skip a 600 and go straight for the leader bike. You don't know what you're gonna get yourself into, and that's the X factor. So I'd love to hear from any of you guys who were in the same situation as me, where you went from a smaller bike to, as your first bike, to a leader bike or a 1200, 1300, whatever it was, and let me know your experience. I'd love to hear about it. I know personally I've gotten myself into way too much trouble on this fucking thing. Oh my god, it is so hot. I think my butt cheeks are sticking to the seat. I'm getting sweaty. I don't like to get sweaty. So thanks for watching my video. I hope you guys liked it. And if you don't like it, that's too bad. If you want to see more of what I'm coming out with this bike, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I would surely appreciate it. Hurry up, I'm melting. I can feel my thigh fat leaking into my feet. Come on, let's go. Oh god. Oh, I'm never gonna get out of here. Oh god. This is bullshit. There's no way I'm gonna be able to cross over. Oh my word. Oh my lord. I give up. So if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go peel myself off of this leather motorcycle seat in this 100-degree weather, and I will see you guys in the next video.